All right, so picture this. You've got like a list of names, each one stuck in its own cell.
Yeah.
And you need to combine them all into like one nice clean line.
Oh, yeah. I've been there.
It's honestly the worst kind of, the digital equivalent of busy work, right?
Yeah.
Like click, drag, comma, repeat.
Totally. It's so tedious.
But get this. What if I told you there's a Power Query formula
Ooh.
that could automate that whole thing? Like, poof, gone.
Sign me up.
Exactly. That's what we're diving into today. It's all about Combiner.Combiner, CombineTextByDelimiter, your new best friend for this kind of stuff, and a whole lot more.
Oh, that's a mouthful.
It is a bit, but trust me, it's way easier than it sounds. We'll break it all down.
Awesome. I'm all ears. So let's talk Power Query. What exactly is it?
Okay, so Power Query, it's like this super powerful tool for data transformation
Okay.
and analysis. Basically, you can pull in data from all these different places, right? Like spreadsheets, databases, websites,
Yeah.
you name it. Then you can clean it up, reshape it, and really get it ready for whatever you need.
So it's like a data makeover.
Pretty much. And the magic behind all this is something called the M formula language.
Language. What's that all about?
I know, right? Sounds kind of mysterious.
Yeah.
But it's actually how Power Query does all these amazing data tricks.
Interesting.
And one of those tricks is our star formula for today. Combiner.CombineTextByDelimiter. It's specifically designed to take those separate bits of text and merge them together.
Like with our name list example.
Exactly. Instead of manually adding commas or spaces between each name, this formula does it for you in a snap.
Okay, now that sounds super useful. I'm starting to see the appeal here.
Right. And it's not just for names. Think about like addresses or combining responses in a survey.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. So much time saved.
Tons. So let's actually take a look at how this formula works. The basic syntax is Combiner.CombineTextByDelimiter. Delimiter is text, optional quote style as nullable number.
Wow. Okay, that is a lot to take in. Can we break that down a bit?
Absolutely. So first you've got the delimiter part.
Yeah.
This is where you tell the formula what you want to use to separate those pieces of text.
Cool. Got it. So like a comma, a space, a dash, whatever works for what I'm doing.
You got it. Then there's this quote style thing, which sounds way more complicated than it is.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. What's that all about?
Honestly, for most basic uses, you can totally ignore it. It's there for those really specific cases where you need some extra control over how quotes are handled in your text.
Like if there are already commas within the text I'm trying to combine.
Exactly. Like if you're dealing with names that have junior or senior in them.
Ah, I see. So quote style is there to prevent any confusion.
Exactly. But for now, let's keep things simple and focus on the main part, the delimiter.
Sounds good. So to make sure I'm following, let's say I've got a list of cities in a column called city.
Okay.
And I want to combine them all into one line separated by commas. How would that look using this formula?
All right, so you'd start by referencing that city column in your formula.
Got it.
Then within the Combiner.CombineTextByDelimiter formula, you'd put a comma inside quotation marks as your delimiter.
Like this.
Perfect. Since we want those cities separated by commas, and since we're keeping it simple, we can leave the quote style as null for now.
So the whole formula would be Combiner.CombineTextByDelimiter, null.
You nailed it. And when you run that formula, it's like magic. That column of separate cities transforms into one neat line.
Wow. Okay. I got to try this myself. I could already see how much time this could save.
I know, right? It's a total game changer. And to think, this is just one tiny example of what Power Query can do.
Seriously? There's even more.
Oh, yeah. Once you start exploring its other formulas, you'll be amazed at the level of automation you can achieve.
That's incredible. I'm definitely going to have to dive deeper into this.
So if you're out there tired of manually combining text and ready to unlock a whole new level of efficiency, CombineTextByDelimiter is your new best friend.
It's like having your own personal data assistant.
Exactly. And remember, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Power Query has a whole universe of formulas just waiting to be explored.
That's so exciting. It makes you wonder, what other data challenges could we be solving with these tools?
The possibilities are pretty much endless.